What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are all having a great week so far. It's currently Monday, April 5th, about 3:45 in the afternoon right now. Today's video is going to be a video updating you guys on my current positions in the stock market, in cryptocurrency, and just my overall investment portfolio. I'm doing this video because this is probably the most requested video I've had in the last couple weeks. I've gotten quite a few comments and Instagram messages of you guys wanting me to update my portfolio. And then also it's just kind of a break from all the real estate content that I've been coming out with the last couple weeks here. So for those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Nick Palladino. I'm 27 years old. I am a real estate investor and real estate agent here in the Arizona area. If you guys are looking to buy or sell or even invest in Arizona, my information is down below. I'd love to work with you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. I'm obviously at my desk right now, so I'm going to be doing some screen sharing with you guys and breaking down absolutely everything, my percentages. A lot has actually changed in the last couple weeks. There's a couple reasons why things have changed. One thing is because of the overall stock market and what it's been doing over the last couple months, in the last couple weeks, how volatile it is. So I've actually tightened up some of my positions. And then for those of you guys that don't know, I'm actually closing on my fourth property in 3 weeks from now. So I actually had to pull a little bit of money out from some of my trading accounts to just basically liquidate so I can put it towards my down payment. I'm doing, I believe, 20 or 25% down on this property. So I wanted to pull a little bit out of the market just in case. And I'm also doing renovations on the property as well. So I'd rather pull my money out now and be safe with it rather than leave it in the stock market, and who knows what's going to happen with the stock market over the next couple weeks. So here we go, guys. All of my portfolio updates before this are actually just me talking about it, but I wanted to make a little spreadsheet right here so I can get more in depth on it and you guys can follow along a lot easier. So I have the name of company up here. I have the ticker symbol for those guys that are just want to type in the ticker symbol to see what my current portfolio is actually doing. It's really easy. You guys can just go on the Google and type in the ticker symbol and it should come up with like the daily chart, weekly chart, monthly chart, 1 year chart, 5 year chart, so you guys can check out everything. The percent of my portfolio, so this little column right here is actually what I'm going to be filling in today's video. I have the sector of where most of my portfolio is. So I have a couple real estate sectors, I have a lot of technology based companies I'm invested in, and then a brief description of the actual company itself. For those guys that aren't familiar with any of these companies right here, it gives you just a quick little breakdown. I'll probably go into a little bit more in depth on each company and why I'm invested, but here's just a quick little breakdown. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's labeled right here. I should have just done that. We have 13 stocks that I am invested in. We actually have cryptocurrency as well. So we have 12 stocks and my crypto. This is in the order of my overall portfolio and the percentage. So we're going to start off with my smaller positions. My smallest position that I've had, and this is actually a big update for me because I know a lot of you guys that watched my last update, I actually had quite a bit of Zillow, and my plan was to actually invest more into Zillow, but I'll explain why I am actually pulling out of Zillow a little bit more now. So we have, my overall portfolio is less than 1%. We're just going to go 1% right here. It used to be a little bit higher. You guys can go back and look at my old videos if you guys want to check it out. I don't remember exactly, but it was a good chunk. I actually sold all of my Zillow out of my IRA or my retirement account, basically just opportunity cost. I do believe in the company, but I do believe in other companies even more. So it's like at that point, it's more of an opportunity cost on where I want to put my money. The next thing is Redfin. I bought in the Redfin a while back expecting good earnings report, but I can't remember if they had a good earnings or not, but I'm down on this position. This is actually percentage-wise, this is actually one of the positions I'm down the most in, just because it happened to be right around when I bought it is when we had that huge overall stock market pullback a couple months ago. I think it was in February. I think we peaked in February, and then from there, mid-February, we had our top days, and then we started slowly pulling back, some days faster than others, but I still do have Redfin. It's only 1.5% of my overall portfolio. I do plan on scaling out of that eventually, but I'm going to hold on to Zillow and Redfin a little bit longer. The next thing we're looking at is ACB, or a cannabis company, which is Aurora Cannabis. It's a Canadian-based cannabis producer. This is more of a risk play for me. The reason why I'm buying heavy into cannabis is because of Biden, and I just believe that cannabis, I mean, it did have a really big push since the election, but I do think this could be a really long-term play based on the presidency. Aurora Cannabis specifically, I more so prefer just the overall sector, the cannabis sector as a whole, rather than individually picking. So ACB is not my favorite position. It's probably one of my least favorite positions that I'm in. We're at 1.6 6% of my portfolio goes to ACB. Neo Motors, this is a competitor with Tesla. Their market cap isn't anywhere near Tesla right now. I don't know their market cap exactly, but they are very competitive in the EV section. They're dominant in the Chinese market right now. So I have this Neo is actually all in my retirement account. I don't have any in my TD Ameritrade account, which is my account that I'm more active in. This is a very long-term play for that reason. We are at 2.2% of my portfolio going towards Neo Motors. Now, this is what I want to talk about. This is my second Cannabis Sector ETF. This is my second cannabis stock, and it happens to be an ETF, so I guess it's not even a stock, it's an ETF, which is an exchange-traded fund. It's basically a bundle of stocks put together as an ETF. So I'm invested in YOLO. It is, I don't know, I think it's a lot of the top cannabis companies, 10 to 12 cannabis companies, all in one little bundle right there. So it's more so like a play towards the sector rather than a specific company, which is what I was talking about earlier. I'm glad that I'm way more heavily invested in this than ACB, just because it gives me a little bit more diversity in terms of cannabis sector. We're at 2.4% of my portfolio for this. This is one of my newest, and actually I'm really happy with when I got in on this. Palantir got absolutely destroyed and is still kind of getting destroyed. I think it's a great deal right now. When the market pulled back about a month ago. It is a data collecting and analytics company. They have a lot of government contracts, I believe, as well. This is a very long-term play for me, so I don't really plan on selling out of this anytime soon. I'm actually down in this position as well, but I still do think it's a very, very good buying opportunity for Palantir. I've had this for quite a while now. I had it a little bit before the pullback, and then I bought even more when it actually dropped a little bit. I'm happy with my current position and size right now. I don't know if I'm going to scale into this a little bit more. I need to do a little bit more research on the company. This is a company that I haven't done a whole lot of research on. Apple is my next position. I mean, Apple I've been so up and down on. Like, it's an amazing company, tremendous company. I know it's going to do extremely well long term, but it's one of those things, again, where it's like opportunity cost. It's a very slow mover. I'd rather put my money somewhere that's a little bit more volatile, like Tesla, where I can get a better like ROI. So although I do believe in this company big time, it's just an opportunity cost, and it's why my portfolio is not a whole lot in Apple right now. We're at 5% even on this. We have Square. You guys know about Square. This is one of probably my top 3 favorite stocks and just favorite companies in general. It's a financial tech company. I do believe they're going to be very dominant over the next couple years here with cryptocurrency and just financial technology in general. It's a great fintech company. It's a banking company, and they take on crypto as well. A lot of my tenants actually pay me through Cash App, which is owned by Square. We are at I can't even see what I'm typing right now. I'm kind of just guessing. 7.1%. The next thing is another ETF right here. It's a technology-based ETF company. For those of you guys that are familiar with the stock market and follow along with it, you guys are probably familiar with Cathie Woods. She had tremendous returns over the last couple years, and she got hit extremely hard when the market pulled back, just because it was a huge pullback with the technology sector in general. So a lot of my portfolio got hit pretty dang hard as well. I don't have a lot of recovery stocks or value stocks in my portfolio. I'm going for more of the big returns and projected returns over the next couple of years rather than playing it safe with some of the value stocks and recovery stocks. So I am invested in 3 of her ETFs: ARKK, ARKG, which is a genomics ETF, and then ARKW. These ETFs actually correlate a lot with my other investments in my portfolio. I know Zillow, I know Tesla. I do believe they even have Palantir and Apple and Square in their portfolio as well. So I do have a lot of individual stocks within this ETF, but it's more of a general investment for Cathie Woods. It's more of an overall portfolio, like a more overall technology-based investment here. It has like a ton of great companies that I believe in. If you guys are interested in more information on Cathie Woods or what is in her ETFs that I have right here, you guys can check out their website. It actually breaks down in a PDF format everything they have invested in and their overall percentage of it. I know Tesla is their biggest investment by far. I think it's close to, I know it's under 10% of their overall ETF, but they are very, very bullish on Tesla. So I have 9% of my portfolio overall, but like I said, like a lot of these that I've already mentioned are within this ETF, so I'm technically a little bit more invested in some of these other companies. This is an innovation and technology-based ETF. The next one we have Amazon. I actually recently sold out a little bit of shares in my Amazon. I still have all the shares. that I've had the same amount of shares in my retirement account for years now, but I've been on and off selling Amazon, kind of swing trading it in my TD Ameritrade account. I don't plan on buying any more Amazon. Once again, it comes down to opportunity cost. It's a slow mover. I do have a good amount. I have 13.7% of my overall portfolio in Amazon, and this is strictly just going to be in my retirement account. I'm just going to leave it as that. I'm not going to really buy anymore anytime soon unless it has a huge dip, or don't really plan on selling off. It's just a very good long-term play. Cryptocurrency. So I have a combination of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, which is Link, and then USDC. I have three different accounts with cryptocurrency in it. Obviously, you guys saw my BlockFi account, which is basically for interest. It's just the storage for my cryptocurrency. I don't really plan on moving any money out of that anytime soon. I'm just collecting interest on it right now. There's a video that I did on it. I'll link it below, but I highly suggest looking into BlockFi. I'll actually link my referral code below as well if you guys are interested in that. You get 8.6% interest yearly on your money you have invested, so it blows any sort of savings account or just general checking account out of the water. So if you guys are looking to just sit your money somewhere and get 8.6%, BlockFi is the place to do it. So I have three different accounts. I have Robinhood, I have Robinhood, Coinbase, and then I have my BlockFi, which has my cryptocurrency. Pretty happy with this amount. I have 27%. I'm trying to find this. 27% of my overall portfolio in cryptocurrency. Keep in mind, guys, I do have USDC, which is a stable coin to the US dollar. So I don't have 27% of my portfolio actively in BTC or Ethereum. I do have some of that 27% pegged to the US dollar. So if I did want to sell it, it's more liquid than basically any of the other cryptos I have. So yes, I do have over 1/4 of my portfolio in cryptocurrency, but a lot of that is pegged to the US dollar with the USDC coin. And then finally, my biggest position in my portfolio is Tesla, and I've actually been adding more and more to my Tesla position. The more research I do on it, just the more I believe in this company long term. There's just so much growth in this company right now. We saw so much growth in the last year and year and a half from Tesla, but there's so much more that can come. They're not just an electric vehicle company. They're a clean energy company, solar, autonomous driving. There's just so much more to Tesla than the electric vehicles. And I think if people start looking past that, they can see the company long term. Some people are going to say it's overvalued right now, but I think it has so much more room to grow. And that's why I have 27% of my overall portfolio in Tesla right here. So that is, sorry, Ricky's texting me right now about, so now we're breaking down my overall portfolio. We have 27% of my portfolio going towards cryptocurrency, and then I have my portfolio at 73% in the stock market. So right there. So yeah, that's just kind of an overall summary of everything that I just talked about here. Now for sector breakdowns, I have 2.5% of my portfolio towards real estate, 4% towards cannabis, consumer discretionary, which is Amazon specifically, 23.5% in technology, we have 27% in crypto, and then we have 29% in clean energy and EV. There's a couple that overlap between technology and EV. I think technology can be Tesla as well, but I separated it differently here. And that is pretty much it, guys. Let me make myself a little bit bigger here. This is a very, very long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are interested in any more information, you guys can comment down below. I am a licensed real estate agent out here. I mentioned that before. If you guys want to get a hold of me or follow any of my social medias, everything will be down below, including that BlockFi referral code if you guys are interested in that. And any video suggestions down below. I appreciate it if you guys could drop a like. It means a lot. I would really, really appreciate it. And drop a comment on the video, whatever it may be. I appreciate the comments as well, and I always respond to you guys. So I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you guys had a great rest of your day, or I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, excuse me.